Good afternoon, members of the press. We are here to present to you the premiere of Zahra Spain, a film on female genital mutilation. Zahra Spain was produced last year, 2021, by Sally Joe, and on the 27th of May 2022, Zahra Spain will be premiering at Ebujan Theatre by 6 p.m. It's a film from a young Gambian who is advocating an end to FGM based on her own personal experiences and the trauma of the aftercourt. And I think it's the pain of every African girl, woman, that is really, really eating deep into the fabrics of our society. And women have been fighting this for a very long time, but it's unending. So today we are using the film Zahra Spain as a wake-up call in the Gambia and Africa, by extension, to say female genital mutilation, it's not good and should be stopped. So I want to once again welcome you to this press briefing, and hope we'll make the best use of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director. And I'd like to say good afternoon to my fellow members of the press, especially women. It's good to have women support another women. So everyone here is a lady, and I'm grateful to have all of you here. Like my director rightly mentioned, Zahra Spain is a movie that looks into the lives of FGM victims, but most importantly, my story. And I'm sure a lot of young women out there can relate to it, even though they're silent about it. Maybe I decided to just come and talk about it in the open and make it a debate for everyone to talk about. But a lot of young people out there in silent going through the effects of FGM. So we thought of coming out with a project to just talk about how it affects women. Mostly FGM advocates are trying to end it. We're now trying to show how it's like to be an FGM victim, how it affects your sexual life, how it affects you as a person mentally, emotionally, physically, in all ways. So that's the reason why we gathered here today. I'm sure you all will ask us questions, but yeah, we're also talking about the preparation for the premiere. It's happening at Ebujan Theatre. In case you don't know where Ebujan Theatre is, it's right opposite GFF House, Gambia Football Federation. Also, if you do not know where GFF is, ask about where they make ID card. I think it's called Senelec, right? Simlex, right, where they make ID card. Then you'll be able to locate where Ebujan Theatre is. So you all are welcome to witness Zahra Spain premiere and learn from victims themselves, because we also did a documentary on victims explaining how it affects them in person. So this is not cook-up stories. These are victims who are real about how it affects them, and I think who feels it knows it. I saw What's on Gambia posted an article about me fighting FGM, and it's rather unfortunate to see some comments. I mean, it's so heartbreaking to know, especially coming from men. You guys are not, like, it's not your body. You don't know how it feels to be an FGM victim, so why carry the cross? I mean, who are you to complain about our pain? I think some of you men just need to relax and chill. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Relax and chill. My question would be, how do you think this premiere will impact the lives of FGM victims?
My main concern on this premiere is, especially this project, is to enlighten the young mothers out there, because it's like our mothers, they're old and you cannot change their mentality. This is a practice they found here, and they believe so much that they have to do it every day or any time a family member have a girl child. But this project is basically focusing on the young mothers, people who would have children in the future, to let them know how FGM is affecting women and how they should not do it to their girl child. Because to me, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, some people are confusing it to be sunnah. Some people are confusing it to be, some would even tell you it's in the Quran. From Bakra to Nas, I haven't seen anywhere where they say FGM is a must. And I think the person should consent to it. If you want to circumcise someone, they should tell you, this is what I want to do. Why not wait for the girl child to grow and consent to it, want to do it? The person should say, this is a culture I want. Maybe according to them, I don't know which part of the Quran they claim advocates for FGM or supports FGM, but then why don't you wait until the person grow up? Then they decide if they want to be circumcised. Why do it to a child, someone who's a baby, who doesn't know what you're doing to them? They grow up only to find out you have done this to me, something that it's right to them. Like, they should enjoy themselves as a person. At the end of the day, the purpose of FGM is to stop the girl child from early pregnancy. But half of the girls that have been mutilated or that have been circumcised got pregnant outside wedlock. So what's the point? The point is, some of them who did not get pregnant outside wedlock, they get married and they cannot even enjoy pleasure with their partners. So I see no point on FGM. I think it's inhumane, and I strongly believe you should not practice this act on any girl child. And if you really want to do it, allow them to decide for themselves. Do not do it on people when they choose not to be a victim.
The movie is on English or
Both English and Olaf. I'll allow my director to explain that side.
The movie, it's mainly in English, but we have an addendum part of it in Wolof.
Yeah. The reason why is we're trying to show, despite the fact that the story is a lot of women, FGM victims, who are encountering the trauma it comes with. Some of them are working class people, some of them are people at the provinces. So regardless of their social status, they still are FGM victims. So we focus on the English aspect for victims who understand English, and the Wolof aspect of people in the provinces to also see themselves in the movie and know, okay, someone out there is talking about my pain. That way they can relate and understand what the project is all about. All the cast are Gambian except my director here. He played a role in the movie. He's from Nigeria, but all the rest are Gambians.
so what impact are you hoping to gain from the movie? And secondly, what advice can you give to Gambian women?
Well, the impact is, as I rightly mentioned earlier, is to allow young women who will get married and have children to learn that FGM doesn't make any sense. To also put themselves in the picture. You as a woman, what was the point you being circumcised? Was it for you to avoid teenage pregnancy? Okay. If you were unfortunate to get pregnant outside wedlock, how does it affect your life? In a sense that you do have a partner and you do practice sex with that person. Is the person only having pleasure, driving pleasure from that sexual intercourse or interact? Are you, I mean, as a person or as a woman, enjoying any form of here's the thing, FGM is so sensitive. Anytime you talk about sex in Gambia, people will look at you as someone who's, what word would I use? someone wayward or someone who just is too much. Like you I don't want to use the word, but then at the end of the day I have to use it. It's a word of word and they call you ranchang. You understand? Um, it has nothing to do with that. I strongly believe every human being, especially women, have the right to enjoy who they are as a person. And the only thing we have in this world is to work hard, to pray, and to enjoy sex with your partner, in the right way. I mean, so if you are deprived from having that, it doesn't make any sense. The aim is to stop um, old women cutting young girls, and to also educate young parents to not allow their girl child to experience FGM.
Okay. In addition to that, I think the movie project is also looking at generating a discussion towards FGM. It's a wake-up call. We know a lot of activists have been fighting this cause for a very long time in Gambia and every other part of the world. But sometimes it seems like activisms go down. People talk less about an issue. So when we started this project, we looked at it from the point of, okay, it can help to generate the discussion again. It can bring the topic back to a table. It can send a strong warning to authorities. The young ones can begin to, catch on it, and it becomes a controversy again. The movie does not x-ray everything about FGM, but it sparks off a whole lot of discussion. And it's looking at FGM from a very interesting point. It's not looking at the activities of FGM. It's looking at the consequences of being caught. We're looking at the after the court, which is a very rare thing. Activists have been fighting for long ages about the activities, But now we are looking at when one is caught, what happens to the person and how does the person live with it. Probably we start discussing also how they deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have support from anywhere?
That's a big question. Support is very relative.
Yeah.
We all know in Africa, you are not supported until you are able to show something. Then you begin to gain the support. The support was very low when we started,
Yeah.
but it has been gaining momentum as we moved on, from the pre-production to the production to the post, and here we are towards the premiere. I think support has been growing, and one revealing thing the support has personally taught me is that we have to do enough research,
Yeah.
about whatever we want to bring out to the society. Do a research on it about how the society will look at it, how the society will accept it, and how the society will also live with it. So the support is there, is coming. At least you will see for yourself at the premiere the amount of support we've been able to gather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. This one goes to Sally.
Yeah.
Do you have any family reaction?
Yes, I do have a family. I do, especially my mom. My mom is this person who thinks I'll get attacks from people, but I'm not bothered anyways. I'm not bothered about what people will say because I know what I am fighting is a cause that will save a lot of young girls. You see, the problem with us, or I would say in Gambia, is people hide behind religion. We use religion to do a lot of things. Most men who are practicing polygamy, they're not even practicing it the right way, the way Quran preach it to be practiced. They would tell you Allah said we should have 4 wives, but those 4 wives, you're not even fair among all of them. The children, you're not even taking care of them the right way. Some of them are not even going to school. Half of all these kids you are seeing out in the streets, they have parents. Some of them, all their dads know how to do is produce. The only thing most men know how to do is have sex with you, make you you have babies, and they're done with it. So let them spare me with this whole religion, this religion, that. You understand? All I want is young parents to not allow their girl child to be circumcised. It doesn't make any sense. You see, morals has to do with you as a person. Every parent have to teach their child what good moral is. It is up to the child to grow up and decide how they want to hold themselves as a person, how they want to be, the respect they deserve that should be given to them. Let them not hide behind culture, cutting these girls all in the name of we're trying religion say this, religion said a lot of things that they are not practicing. So let them give us a break and allow us who are fighting this cause to do what we're supposed to do. That's all I have to say. As for my parents, I told them to just relax. Nobody's going to stop me from going ahead with what I want to do. My mom is very supportive. She's only scared of, how society are going to judge me. But I told her to allow me to deal with that. She can just relax at home. Yeah.
What are we expecting different?
What in what way? Well, it's a night of drama, talk, entertainment. We have two amazing women. They're also fighting the cause. Mariam Cham, our bling. We have Barham as well, who would be there. There will be a lot of refreshments, drink, water, popcorn. We're keeping it the Hollywood standard. The environment is friendly as well. It's Ewojan Theater. If you have never been, or if you have been there, you should know how the setup is. If you have never been there, come and witness history, I would say, because we're actually changing the narrative. As for FGM sympathizers, if you want, you can do that to your child. That's not my problem because it's your child. But then the ones who do not understand, or the ones who they've blinded behind culture or religion, they should understand. God did not say cut girls. You understand? The prophet just saw someone doing it and he asked the person to just cut small if they want to practice it. But how are these people cutting girls? They take they completely cut off all the clitoris and leave you like that. What's the point being a woman? Women are not sex toys. We also want to feel the sexual satisfaction men are feeling. As simple as that.
So you're selling tickets, right? You're selling tickets for her.
Yeah,
Yes, we're
tickets are
selling
on
tickets.
sales.
$200 is for regular, VIP $500.
Is this your first movie?
This is my first movie.
We get to see like more movies.
Yes, we will get to see more problem affecting women. After this, I'm going to advocate for women to know that if a man comes to you and tell you, I want to make you my second wife, make sure he's financially stable and you guys should not laugh. He's number one, financially stable. Number two, he has what it takes to handle two women at the same time. And the first marriage he's into, are the children happy? Is he taking care of them? Are they having proper education? Are they eating well before they put you among their list of wrecking women?
So
Yeah.
let's say we are expecting more stories focusing on women and the challenges they are facing.
Yes, basically.
And-
We're here for women.
and-
If they want to be supported. I believe each and every one of you here, all of you are ladies, and if maybe some of you don't have a child, but you want to get married, right? And I'm sure none of you want to harm your girl child, or you don't want to allow anybody to harm your girl child. So the fight is on you all. It's up to you to decide, do you want to do this? Do you want to allow your child experience FGM, or do you not want to?
Anyway, I would just say, I don't know if I'll be in her fight always. Fight for women. I should support men too sometimes to fight. Also, on that night, we have a school that is, the children are putting up a drama to still support the event. We'll be watching young children demonstrating a drama that is against the FGM fight. So, which implies that children are also getting aware
Yeah.
that this FGM practice is not good,
Yeah.
and they are using their own artistic, abilities to demonstrate it. We have also lined up a few speakers who will also talk to the guest audiences, and we are hoping the authority. Basically, for me, that is the important one. We are hoping the authorities will take this to their tables again,
Of course.
and review it and re-engage the society with the supposedly ban. I'm aware there's a
Yeah.
ban on FGM,
There is.
which is not, working, So that's it.
That's exactly what I want to add, Sally,
Yeah.
because FGM has been banned in the country,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
still people are practicing it secretly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what can Sally say to the government? Because you are so courageous to come out and act such a movie,
Yeah.
which we all know the Gambian society,
Yeah.
how people are like. So what can you say to the government when it comes to the implementation of
Yeah, we're just telling them to make sure they a ban was placed on FGM. They make sure they um, deal with the perpetrators. Anyone who's caught practicing FGM, they should not have no sympathy on you. You should face the law, because at the end of the day, that girl child you're cutting is innocent. If she grow up, whether she complains about it or not, she's going to be affected. If they want to do it the right way, let them allow, if a girl is 15 or 13 years, is aware of her surrounding, they can sit her down and tell her, you know what, we want to circumcise you because we feel it's a culture, or Islam said this or that. If she decides on it, they can go ahead with it. But let them leave these babies alone. When they grow up, they tend to hate the fact that they're FGM victims, whether they talk about it or not.
I think I would add on by saying, let this also be an opportunity for authorities to review the policies of their ban,
Yeah.
and also to probably engage the society in another table of discussion. The ban may not be effective, probably because implementations are not effective, or probably because the ban was not well constructed to cater for the society, the culture, or the practice of female mutilation. So probably we are hoping one way or the other there will be a way forward.
Yeah.
It's not just banning and sitting; it's banning and implementing, banning
Yes,
and reviewing.
banning, implementing, and also creating awareness. I have hope actually, because I believe, like Frank, my director rightly mentioned, we've met several young girls, and they are very much aware of FGM. They believe it's not right, and they are advocating for it to end. Some of them are members of Gamco Trap, right?
Yeah, Gamco
Yeah,
Trap.
they all of them will come to the event. Some of them will recite poems. Some of them would also give speech on fighting to end FGM. We're very hopeful. I mean, at the end of the day, we're having young, fresh minds growing. They believe this act is inhumane. It's so outdated. It doesn't make any sense. It has no impact on nobody's life. So why try it? Thank you very much. Okay, I guess that does it for this press conference. Looking forward to Friday. We're calling on every positive mind to come and grace this event and spread the word out there. Try to end FGM. As for those who believe in FGM, bye and have a great day.
Okay, my name is Franklin Chika Adim, and I directed the movie Zahra Spain.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you for coming out here to put us on the spotlight.
Yeah.
And hope to see you at the premiere on 27th of May 2022. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.